Hello and welcome. This is Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. It's good to have you join us once again to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakpan. On the show tonight, we're driven by speed as we take a look at the development of motorsports in Nigeria. Look, motorsport is a big deal outside this country, and Nigeria is also trying to see what they can do with motorsports. This weekend, we're going to be having the third edition of the Ondo Auto Rally. The guys that will compete at that one, they are ready. And since motorsports is doing so well, you know the Dakar Rally and all of the economic benefits tied towards it. We're taking a look at ways that Nigeria can also get into that market. Remember, we've got the population, we've got the people, we've got the talent. So why can't we make something out of motorsports? We'll take a look at the sport and its development tonight in Nigeria. Motorsport still getting our attention. 2019 Formula One season, what a story. Catch Lewis Hamilton if you can. He has now won a 6th World Championship title. Lewis needs just one more title to equal Michael Schumacher's record. Michael Schumacher is the all-time record holder in terms of wins. In Formula One, he's got 7 titles. Now, Lewis Hamilton has got 6. Can Lewis Hamilton equal and break that record? Formula One will also get our attention tonight on the program. What a night it is going to be for football. The UEFA Champions League is back. Barcelona, what happened? Barca couldn't beat Slava Prague. What a story. Big night in the UEFA Champions League. Liverpool and Genk, that match is just about to kick off. We're monitoring it. There are also other matches from different centers. A lot of you guys are waiting for that one between Borussia Dortmund and Inter Milan. We will monitor everything that will be going down tonight in the UEFA Champions League. Action-packed of the sports in Brazil. Nigeria's Golden Eaglets. They will be hoping to make it to the quarterfinals at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup, but they need to beat the Netherlands tonight. That match will kick off 8 p.m. Brazilian time, 12 midnight in Nigeria. You love football, you love it at the grassroots, then you should stay awake to root for the Golden Eaglets of Nigeria. And talking about the grassroots, we'll continue our countdown to the 2nd edition of the Channels Track and Field Classics. Who is ready for this one? We are leading the revolution for sports development in Nigeria. So we're going back to the basics. We're going to the grassroots. We're going to the schools. So we've shortlisted about 50 schools in Lagos that will come out to tell us the talents that they have in athletics. Is going to get us talking tonight on the show as we continue our countdown. We'll also keep that countdown going to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. I've got updates coming from the Ministry of Youth and Sports. You should stay with us. I'll tell you everything that they are planning for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Also on the show tonight, the Springboks. What a story. They made history after winning a 3rd Rugby World Cup trophy right there in Yokohama, Japan. The country, they are so excited. Rugby is a big deal in South Africa. You see what I'm saying? South Africa winning a 3rd Rugby World Cup trophy. Aha. Someone will say, what are we doing with our rugby? We need to do more in terms of developing other sports in Nigeria. This country is too big to just be associated with football. It's just football. Yeah, that's what we do. No, we've got talents everywhere. We've got the people. Let's start making good use of those. So we'll go to South Africa tonight. The coach, Rasmus, says that he believes that winning the Rugby World Cup will bring about changes in South Africa. He said there will be light, love, and hope. I loved it, listening to him say this. And that's what we keep saying, that the sports has the power to transform lives. It can unite a country. It's doing just that right there in South Africa. We'll talk about it on the show tonight. We will also let you know everything that is going down in our world of sports as they come, the updates right here. Sports Tonight on your award-winning, sports-loving channels, television. Walk with us wherever you are in the world. Welcome on board. What are you talking about? This is the Fun Factory. So much is going down, and I'm going to try to keep up with the pace tonight. Remember, the Golden Eaglets, they will be busy tonight. Also, basketball, we get our attention. The D Tigers, they're getting ready also for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. So much is happening in our world of sports. I want to tell you that motorsports is doing so well in Nigeria. Still baby steps, but hey, if we maintain the consistency, someday we might just be having world-class motorsports events in Nigeria. We'll talk about that one big time on the show tonight. We're also monitoring what's going on today. Some parts of the popular Balogun market right here in Lagos was gutted by fire. We have our correspondent, Loretta Chiogo, at the scene. When we've got Loretta, we will switch over to get updates so you know what's going on. It's Channels Television, your home for the news. But let me let you know that you can be part of the show. Yes, you can on Twitter. We're Channels_sports, Facebook Channels FA Sports. You can send us an email to sportstonight@channelstv.com. And all our top stories can be viewed on our website, channelstv.com, and on YouTube/channelsweb. If you log on to m.channelstv.com, you should be able to download the Channels TV app for any of those devices that you see on your screen, and you'll be part of the show because it's a racy-pacey, action-packed world of sports, and I want you to be part of the show tonight. Let's get into it quickly. I told you tonight we're driven by speed, so let me let you know that it's now 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more days to go to the second edition of the Channels Track and Field Classics. I love this one so much. At the grassroots, I find peace and joy, because if you can discover a talent, you're giving people an opportunity to have a peep into the future of sports in Nigeria. And that's what we're doing with the Channels Track and Field Classics. Walk with us on this journey. We're going back to the schools. I got calls today. Someone called me from Delta State. Said, Austin, we've got to be part of it. I said, hey, calm down. Let's do this with Lagos State, and then one step at a time. We will go nationwide, and who knows, we'll go international. That's how the dream with the Channels International Kids Cup for football started. It started as a Lagos event. We went national, and now it's an international event. So walk with us as we get on this journey for the development of athletics in Nigeria. And what's the objective? We want to discover talent again at the schools. We want to revive athletics in Nigeria. It's very, very important. So, some important dates for you to keep. November the 7th is just on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. On Thursday, we're going to be having the press conference for the second edition of the Channels Track and Field Classics. And then on November the 13th, we're going to get right into the action. Let's go over to the popular Balogun market, which I told you has been gutted by fire. We've been following that story. Loretta Chiogo, our correspondent, is at the scene. Let's go to Loretta and get some updates. Good evening, Loretta. Welcome to, good to have you on the show. Okay, Loretta, I want you to give us updates. What's going on at the scene where you are?
I'm here at the Lagos Island where a twin fire incident did occur the early hours of today. And I must tell you that as it is now over 8 hours, the fire is yet to be extinguished. Now, when we got into this site this evening and were able to speak to some of the officials of the fire service, they told us that they are yet to find the seat of the fire. So it's been pretty difficult for them to confirm where the seat of the fire is, so as to be able to extinguish the fire. So what they are trying to do right now at this site, where you have where you have lots of stores that sell clothes, and these things are easily taken by fire, and that is why the fire has been raging for so long. Now, what the fire service officials are trying to do right now is to find another space, another site where they can confirm where the seat of the fire is in order to be able to extinguish it. I'll need the cameraman to just tilt upward towards where the water is heading to be able to extinguish the fire. Now, they are hoping that by so doing, they'll be able to confirm where the seat of the fire is and will be able to extinguish it. Well, as it is right now, traders on this particular traders in this particular market are also trying to salvage some of their goods from the other buildings that are not touched by fire yet. But I must tell you that the fire is still raging, and we're not too sure if other conjoined buildings will not be affected by this fire. The crowd is still very massive around here. This is the only place that is cordoned off, and the police is here. In fact, what happened a few minutes ago was that one of the policemen who was guarding this place, mistakenly moved around where one of the building that was gutted by fire. He moved around that building, and some very heavy iron rod fell on him, and there was no way he could have been helped. So he died instantly, and his body has been taken away. And another scenario that we saw here was a woman who we are told had just been delivered of a baby about 2 or 3 months ago, and her shop is also consumed by this fire. So perhaps someone had put a call through to her that her shop has been razed by fire, and so when she got to the scene of the fire, she fainted. She's also been taken away by a rescue team here, and everyone is just hopeful that she doesn't give up the ghost. Austin?
Thank you so much, Loretta, for that update. We'll continue to monitor the situation. Let's let you know that a section of the Balogun market in Lagos has been gutted by fire. And you listen to our correspondent, Loretta, saying that over 8 hours, the fire is still yet to be extinguished. But you can see the firefighters, giving their all to ensure that they put out the fire. Pretty unfortunate, but we'll continue to monitor that one right here on Channels Television. Let's get on with the show now. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. I was telling you that we are set for the second edition of the Channels Track and Field Classics. 8 more days to go. On Thursday, we're going to have the press conference. Get the media around and let them understand the objectives of these classics. What do we hope to achieve? We want athletics in Nigeria to be revived. Back in the day, we were fantastic with athletics, particularly at the schools. So why are we suffering this decline? That's what we want to do. Go back to the schools. If it's not going right, go back to the foundation and see where the fault is. That's what we're doing with the Channels Track and Field Classics. I'll continue to give you updates as regards to this one. Last year, we got some fantastic talents from the first edition of the Channels Track and Field event. One of them, you'll see her right now, Alimot Aluwonle. She won the girls 100 and 200 meters. She's from Team Deep College. She got me talking because she's such a special athlete. She doesn't look left or right. Eyes on the prize, and off she goes, and she's winning. You're going to see Alimot run. It wasn't just Alimot Aluwonle that got us talking. There was also Adedoyin Fatola. He was the winner of the boys 200 and 400 meters. We love the fact that we're discovering talent. And the beauty of this is these guys are now motivated. For instance, Alimot Aluwonle has gone on to represent the country at the African Youth Games. I love the story so much. So we're going to be busy with the track and field events. 100 meters boys and girls, 200 meters boys and girls. We'll have the 400 meters, 800 meters, the 4x100 meters relay, and the 4x400 meters relay for the track events. For the field events, last year we had just the long jump. This year we've added 2, yes, because we want to discover more talent. So we're going to have the high jump for boys and girls and the shot put event for boys and girls. I love it so much. Season 2 of the Channels Track and Field Classics. Walk with us. We'll continue to give you updates. I tell somebody to tell another person that we're getting ready. And it will be at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, November the 13th and the 14th. You can just come out to support the kids. It's beautiful at the grassroots. Let's come back home. I told you our major focus tonight is motorsports development in Nigeria. We're going to be taking a look at the Ondo Auto Rally model. Last year, this is the 3rd edition of the Ondo Auto Rally, but we have done 5 events already. That's all in motorsport, yes. If it can be big, in Dakar, if it can be big in Senegal, if they're doing it in Nairobi, why can't we do it in Nigeria? I've got two of the drivers that are ready for this weekend's race right there in Ondo. Clement Fala is with us on the show tonight, and of course, Kingsley Washe. Close to me is Kingsley Washe. Kingsley, it's good to have you on sports tonight.
Thank you very much.
As you can see, they came in their outfits, they are ready, and some of the trophies and their helmets also. It's good to have you, Clement Falaye, on the show.
It's always my pleasure to be here, Austin.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming around again. Let me begin with Kingsley. Kingsley, you're close by. As I'm saying, motorsports. So I'll be thinking Nigeria, we do motorsports. How far have we come in terms of developing this sport?
Well, actually, motorsport is not new in Nigeria. Going back to the 60s, you know, there was the Lagos Motor Sport Team, and there was the race between a few riders, you know, back then I could recall.
Okay.
A Beetle actually won the race.
A Beetle?
A Volkswagen Beetle won the race, you know, in the 60s, driving from Lagos all the way to Kaduna.
We should keep that car. Do you have any idea we should go see that car?
Well, I don't know where that car will be right now, but I'm sure it's in the archives of some museum somewhere.
Look for it, yeah.
But it has been growing, you know, since then.
Yeah.
In more recent times, you know, different groups have been coming up, you know, trying to put different shows and different events together. And this time we're bonding with one another, you know, so we're trying to put all of this together. Our own group, Walk and Play, has been working with other groups. Motorsport has been going on for the last couple of years. I've been involved for the last 8 years. I've attended several races, all the way from Eleko Motor Race to the Lagos Motor Club. I've won the Eleko Motor Race twice between 2016 and up to 2018. You know, so yeah, at the Ondo Auto Rally, I've participated twice already, so this will be my third race. The first one I came second, and the second one I also came second. But this time I'm gunning for the #1 position.
Okay, I don't know if you're in the same category with Clement Falaye. Clement, let's get you talking. You are the specialist when it comes to the Tiger car. Tell me about that car.
Thank you so much, Austin. And, you know, Tiger Cars is built for on-road racing globally.
Okay.
The equipment, all the fixtures about Tiger Cars were built for racing, speed. That's all it's for.
Speed.
It's speed. So the car can go as fast as how much you want it. Then they have grade to grade and grade. So Tiger Cars are built for speed.
Can it pass for the cars we see in F1?
Oh, absolutely. You see the F1 cars are similar to what Tiger Cars are building.
Wow.
They're developing that in Europe. In F1, you see the Mercedes, you see Toyota, but Tiger is built, configured for speed.
But do we have the sort of roads for Tiger cars to perform efficiently?
We're not there yet, Austin, but I'll tell you we have some good road where we do races in Nigeria today. We've done quite a lot from what Austin has just mentioned previously. We've done quite a lot of racing in Nigeria, from Lagos to Ondo. This is not the first time we're going to Ondo anyway. This will probably be our third event in Ondo. So we have road, and we're not there yet. There are rooms for improvement, but we believe one day we're going to get there.
That's right, and that's the one day that we're waiting for. Tell me, Kingsley, does the Ondo Auto Rally have what it takes to develop motorsports in Nigeria?
Well, absolutely, because this has been long coming, you know, amongst the different groups. So we've put in a lot of effort into that. There is the safety aspect. So in every one of our races, we also involve all the authorities, such as the fire brigade, the ambulance, you know, and the police as well. They also give us guidance. The road safety members are also there to support us. So we bring all of this group together to make sure that safety is paramount to everything that we do. The drivers are well trained, they're well taught, and we have several international groups who are also supporting us and giving us tips exactly of what it is expected of us so that we can grow and get to that international level.
Appreciate it. I'll come back to you, Clement. Just hold your thoughts. It's Post Tonight on Channels Television. We're taking a look at the development of motorsports in Nigeria. These guys are drivers, and they believe that we can do more in terms of developing the sports. Let's go on this break. When we come back, are there economic benefits in motorsports? They will tell us. So don't go anywhere. Stay. Welcome back, Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're taking a look at the development of motorsports in Nigeria. Yes, we've said that we have what it takes to actually be a sporting nation. And why? Motorsports is a big deal in some parts of the world. Why can't it be big in Nigeria? The Ondo Auto Rally is a model that we are monitoring. This weekend, we're going to have the 3rd edition right there in Ondo State. And the drivers that we compete there, 2 of them, they are with us in the studio. Let me go to Clement Fala. He loves driving. What's the car again?
Tiger.
The Tiger car. It says the fastest race car in the country. Tell me, at the Ondo Rally, is it competitive, Clement?
Very.
Really?
Very competitive. And if I tell you how people take this seriously, today, for the event coming up on Saturday, we have people that have arrived on the event center already as we speak.
Wow.
They brought in all their equipment, the car in already, and they're preparing for the race. It's a big event for us.
How do we get the drivers that compete at the event?
Well, one thing that I picked from you earlier on, Austin, is how Channel TV is actually picking on talent.
Thank you.
Guys are in this country that they have massive passion for driving, for Formula One.
Yeah.
I have guys in country today that flies out of Nigeria to go watch Formula One. In the US, everywhere globally. So we're bringing this to Nigeria to develop this racing car together and see where we can take it to. We're looking for talent, we're looking for passion, and we must do it safely, just like Kisley mentioned earlier.
That's right, and when you look at Formula One, there's a lot of passion in display. And we've got young drivers like Max Verstappen now, Leclerc doing so well. So that's how to start. Let me come to you, Kingsley, because, I mean, everything must translate to economic gains. So, like, if you talk football now, so we know they make money. Motorsports, is there any economic benefit to it?
Absolutely, Austin. I mean, think about it, the publicity that this creates, brings about international interest from all aspects and all walks of life. Now, at the moment, we even have some international participants in our race. We have people coming in from Estonia. We have a few Germans already participating with this. And we have some interest from Finland as well. So all of this, when you think about motorsport, think about the advertising, or you think about the automobile industry, because the research and development that goes into all of this brings about the development and improvement of automobile, in the country, as well as even of our roads. All of this can be brought into attention such that we can improve upon that. Young drivers can also take interest in this. It is a career, I myself am also a second-generation motorsport driver. My father was also into this.
Awesome.
He was a Nigerian amateur race car driver in Canada.
Wow.
And he retired from work and then decided to go into business because of the passion which he had for this. And I'm growing also into this. So yes, the opportunity is great in so many aspects.
Absolutely.
I see you want to add to that, Clement.
Yes, just a quick one to ask to Kisley. Again, I'm going back to Ondo, the event this weekend. As we speak, the hotels at Akure is almost fully booked. If you want to go to Akure this weekend, you probably won't have where to stay, just because we're bringing this event to that state. The governor, our sponsors are taking this event so seriously.
That's right.
And we're looking for talent, and we're doing this very safely. We've developed a safety culture between the work and play, which we're going to be practicing that meets international standard. If we don't get it safely, then the government won't get the buy-in of the government, then the sponsor won't trust us. We have companies that have put all their trust in us. and they want us to do it very safely. So that safety is very key for us in what
Very,
company.
very important.
It's our priority.
Before I let you guys go, Kingsley, tell me, how did you win that trophy?
Well, that's a very interesting one. That took place last year. Oh, no, sorry, that was like 2 years ago.
Right.
And it was a very interesting race. Since I'm an off-road driver, this, is even, well, I wouldn't want to put my very good friend down. He's on the on-road
Yeah.
side, and I'm on the off-road side.
So you drive the rugged car.
I drive the rugged car, so my car, the Jeep Wrangler, is solid, it's buoyant, it's fantastic, so it can take on any road, anytime, anywhere. So I do the off-road, and that sometimes, takes us into the middle of the jungle or even by the seaside. So you get to see a lot of exciting things, potholes to dodge, ponds, water to splash, and dust everywhere.
Yeah.
So it gets really exciting. So I did that particular race going around the smoking hills of Ilaramoki in,
And
Ondo
that's where
State.
you guys are going again.
That's where
where
we're
we're
going this time. So
we're going.
the villagers were all excited, rushing out, coming to see all of that. And yes, on that particular date, I managed to come second with this particular, trophy.
Okay.
And the fastest car, did the very best. It was a sand dune buggy for that matter, with a powerful, auto motorbike engine with 4 wheels. And it just zoomed off like a butterfly.
Going to pick up a car and compete. So let's put some bragging rights out there, Clement. Are you still going to win this weekend?
Well, I'm looking forward to it. As we speak, the uniform Kingsley and I are wearing are fire resistant.
Really?
These are not made locally. These are international specifications for us in Nigeria. It's part of the standard we're setting for motorsport in Nigeria. We rather get it right. We don't want an accident.
So this can't burn.
This can burn. It's a fire-resistant fabric. It's configured for racing. It's protective.
That's right.
So we're taking that safety very, very seriously. And that's our focus for this event.
I love that. I love that you guys have picked an aspect to develop, and that's safety. And if we get it right, it means the roads will be safer.
Absolutely.
And the mentality that drivers use out there will be good. That's development right there. Thank you so much, Kingsley. Thank you so
very
much.
much.
It's always my pleasure.
Now, you guys
Austin.
have revved up my passion for motorsports. I should come to Ondo to see you guys race.
We look forward to seeing you,
Thank
Austin.
you so much. So that's it. We'll keep the speed going. Let's let you see how Lewis Hamilton won a 6th F1 title. When we come back, more speed, because David Olaika will join us and we'll talk about the 2019 Formula One season. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.